Hey, sleepyheads! How many of you have had those nights where you just couldn't fall asleep? Or even worse, you fall asleep, but wake up feeling like you hadn't rested at all? Sound familiar? Well, you're not alone. Here's the truth. Lack of sleep is not just a small inconvenience. It is literally ruining your health in ways you might not even realize. It's affecting your energy, your focus, your mood, and even your long-term well-being. And while everyone talks about the importance of sleep, most of us aren't getting enough of it, and it's taking a major toll on our lives. In this video, I'm going to break down how lack of sleep impacts your body and mind, and more importantly, what you can do about it. Whether you're someone who just can't seem to fall asleep or someone who's burning the candle at both ends, this video is for you. We'll talk about the real dangers of sleep deprivation, the science behind sleep, and some simple, actionable steps you can take tonight to start sleeping better and feeling better. So grab a cup of tea, get cozy, and let's dive into the world of sleep. Part 1. Why sleep is so important for your health. Before we dive into the negative effects of not sleeping enough, let's first talk about why sleep is so critical for our health. You see, sleep is not a luxury. It's a biological necessity that our body needs to restore, repair, and rejuvenate. And yet, we treat it as if it's something we can skimp on. Sleep is the body's natural repair system. When you sleep, your body is working hard to repair and regenerate. Your cells rebuild, your muscles repair, and your immune system strengthens. Think of sleep as the most efficient and powerful healing tool your body has. Without it, we can't function at our best. A full night's sleep gives your body the time it needs to repair muscle tissue, boost immune function, and flush out toxins that accumulate during the day. In essence, sleep is when your body gets to recharge and prepare itself for another day of activity. Sleep supports cognitive function and memory. During deep sleep, your brain processes information and consolidates memories. This is when you dream, and those dreams help your mind organize and process emotions. Lack of sleep can prevent your brain from fully completing these critical processes, making it harder for you to focus and remember things throughout the day. Ever notice how after a bad night's sleep, you can't focus at work or school? That's because your brain wasn't able to properly process and store information the night before. A good night's sleep helps improve learning, concentration, and memory retention. Sleep is a key player in metabolism and weight control. Sleep affects your hunger hormones. If you don't get enough sleep, the hormone that tells you when you're full leptin decreases, while the hormone that triggers hunger ghrelin increases. That's why after a bad night's sleep, you may find yourself craving junk food or overeating. Furthermore, lack of sleep slows down your metabolism. Without enough sleep, your body has to work harder to process food, leading to fat storage. And guess what? You end up feeling more sluggish and tired, so exercise becomes the last thing on your mind. Sleep regulates your mood and mental health. When you sleep well, you wake up feeling refreshed and positive. But when you're sleep deprived, it can make you more prone to feelings of anxiety, stress, and even depression. Sleep and mental health are directly connected. They're like best friends who work together to keep you emotionally stable. Lack of sleep can trigger feelings of irritability, frustration, and anxiety. The longer you deprive yourself of quality sleep, the more vulnerable you are to mental health issues. Chronic sleep deprivation has even been linked to depression and increased risk of suicide. Part 2. The health risks of sleep deprivation. Now that we know sleep is essential, let's talk about what happens when we don't get enough. Sleep and weight gain. Did you know that sleep deprivation can make you gain weight? When you don't sleep enough, your hunger hormones become unbalanced, leading you to crave high-calorie, sugary foods. This is why many people who sleep poorly find it hard to control their weight. Furthermore, lack of sleep slows down your metabolism. Without enough sleep, your body has to work harder to process food, leading to fat storage. And guess what? You end up feeling more sluggish and tired, so exercise becomes the last thing on your mind. Sleep and heart health. Sleep deprivation is strongly linked to heart disease. When you don't sleep enough, it raises blood pressure and causes inflammation in your arteries. This can lead to the buildup of plaque and, ultimately, heart disease. In fact, Studies have shown that people who sleep less than 5 hours a night are at a greater risk of heart attacks and strokes compared to those who get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Sleep and mental health disorders. As I mentioned earlier, poor sleep is directly connected to anxiety, depression, and stress. Sleep deprivation can cause an increase in cortisol, the stress hormone, which can make you feel anxious or irritable. Chronic sleep deprivation has even been linked to more serious mental health disorders like depression and bipolar disorder. So, the more you neglect sleep, the more your mental health deteriorates. Sleep and immune function. When you don't sleep enough, your immune system becomes weaker. You're more likely to catch a cold, flu, or even develop chronic conditions. Sleep helps your body fight off infections by increasing the production of cytokines, proteins that fight off inflammation and infections. Sleep and aging. Lack of sleep also speeds up the aging process. Not only does it impact your skin, leading to wrinkles, dark circles, and dullness, but it also affects your body's ability to repair and regenerate itself. Sleep helps your body maintain its youthful resilience, while poor sleep accelerates the aging process. Part 3. How much sleep do you actually need? The next question is, how much sleep do you actually need to stay healthy? Most adults need between 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night to function at their best. However, this can vary slightly based on your age and individual needs. Some people may feel refreshed after 6 hours, while others need 9 hours to feel their best. Here's a quick breakdown. Adults 186 for years, 7 to 9 hours. Older adults 65 plus years, 7 to 8 hours. Teenagers 14 to 17 years, 8 to 10 hours. If you're getting less than 7 hours a night, you're likely sleep deprived, and your body is paying the price. Part 4. How to improve your sleep, what you can do about it. Now, let's talk about what you can do to improve your sleep. Create a sleep routine. One of the most effective ways to ensure you get quality sleep is to stick to a consistent sleep schedule. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock and improve sleep quality. Optimize your sleep environment. Make sure your bedroom is cool, dark, and quiet. Consider using blackout curtains, earplugs, or a white noise machine to block out distractions. Also, make sure your mattress and pillows are comfortable. This can make a huge difference in your sleep quality. Limit caffeine and alcohol. Avoid consuming caffeine or alcohol at least 4 to 6 hours before bed. Caffeine is a stimulant, and alcohol can disrupt the sleep cycle, preventing you from reaching the deeper stages of sleep. Establish a relaxing pre-sleep routine. Engage in calming activities before bed, such as reading, taking a warm bath, or practicing deep breathing. This signals your body that it's time to wind down. Avoid screen time at least 30 minutes before bed, since the blue light from your phone or computer messes with your melatonin levels. Exercise regularly, but not too late. Regular physical activity improves sleep quality. However, don't exercise too close to bedtime, as it can be stimulating and make it harder for you to fall asleep. Mind your diet. Eat a light dinner that's easy to digest and avoid heavy, greasy meals late at night. Certain foods, such as turkey, cherries, and almonds, contain natural sleep-inducing compounds like tryptophan and melatonin. Part 5. Conclusion and call to action. So, to recap. Lack of sleep is truly affecting your health, from your metabolism to your mental well-being, and even your heart health. But the good news is, it's never too late to start making changes. By focusing on sleep hygiene, sticking to a routine, and creating a peaceful sleep environment, you can drastically improve the quality of your sleep and, as a result, your health. Now, it's time for action. Are you going to make sleep a priority? What steps will you take tonight to improve your sleep? Drop a comment below to let me know what you're planning to do to sleep better. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health tips.